Yeah.
I don't pay too much attention to the scales because they can be so easily influenced by things like if you have your period, or if you drank too much water, or if you had salt, or your body's holding onto fat cells so it can get rid of them the next day, and it's just so random. So I measure myself every single day, very, very thoroughly. I measure myself in 20 different places, which may sound extreme, but it has given me a huge amount of peace of mind on this protocol, because pretty much every day since I've started, at least one place has gone down in my measurements. Sometimes 6 or 7 or 8 places. So I highly encourage you guys to measure yourself and don't rely so much on the scales. Okay, so now I'm going to go through my measuring myself, which I do every day, and hopefully you'll be able to see how I do it. First thing I do is measure around my, what I call my waist, which is the middle bit here, sucking it in. As long as you do the same thing every day, it doesn't matter. 71.5 centimeters. Still the same. Then I do around my tummy, which has been shrinking lately. Hurrah! It's my main area of fat. Suck it in. That's just under 90. Yesterday it was 90, but I don't count it until it goes down a full ½ centimetre, so I still call that 90. Then I stick it out, and I measure it stuck out as well. And stuck out, it's also gone down a tiny bit, but not quite ½ centimetre, so I won't count that. Then I do what I call my hips, which is just under the tummy fat. I say that's 94.5. And yesterday, that was 95, so we've gone down there. I tend to go down in the lower half of my body much more than the upper half. The upper half is my stubborn area. So I write that down here. I've got this huge list. I've done it every single day, as you can see. 20 different places. So I write down 94.5. Woohoo! ½ centimetre. Gone forever. And then what I do is I put in a yellow highlighter, I highlight the areas that have gone down, so I can always see the 3 or 4 areas each day that have gone down, and it's very motivating. So then I do my bum. A bit hard to do that with pants on, so I'll quickly do it without you seeing anything. Done it. So my bum is the same, 98, but it went down yesterday, so I didn't expect it to go down. So now I do my thighs. That is part of the thigh there for me. I don't have that much weight on my legs, but only at the very top of my thighs, and that's been shrinking a lot. So we still see 57.5 on that one, which it was yesterday. And this is still 56. So those are the same. So I always do a lot around my bust area. I'll do it properly in a minute without my top on, but I'll just show you where I do it. So I do what I call my under breast, and I do it directly under the boobs, so a little bit higher than this. I do that. I do my actual bust at the nipple line. Obviously I do this naked, but there. Then I do directly over the bust as well, call that my over bust. And then I do up here, see these flabby bits that Dr. Simeons talks about this bit in his Pounds and Inches books, and I've always had it there, even when I was very skinny, which showed me I've always had abnormal fat on my body. So I also do it up here, really to see if that bit has gone down at all, which it has been going down a lot. So I'm going to go do that quickly now without my top on and tell you the results. So the results were, they've all stayed the same except my under breast around here, which has gone down ½ centimetre. Woohoo! So then I also always measure around my neck, which has gone down over the last few weeks quite a lot. Today it's 32, which is the same. Cool. As long as it's not going up, I'm happy. In fact, not one measurement has gone up the whole time, except during the loading. During the loading, all my measurements went up. But since the start of P2, they've been going down, 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 which is good. But then I just do a couple of places that really aren't going to shift much, but I'm just doing them just in case. I do my, just above my knees, because I did have a bit of fat there. It's almost all gone now. So measure around here, 38 centimetres. This hasn't shifted for a while because I think I've lost most of it. Although, let's see, this leg looks like it's gone down a bit. 37.5. Wow, that one's gone down. Then I do my arms. Doing your arms is the trickiest bit. I do straight above the elbow, which is a funny place to measure, but I just was curious to see if my that part of my arms would go down as well, or just the top part. And it has gone down, interestingly. So that's 23.5 centimetres, which it was yesterday. That's 24, which it was yesterday. 30.5, which it was yesterday, which it just moved yesterday after a long time, so I'm very happy to see it there. And then I do up over this bit, because I used to have huge shoulders and they've gone down a huge amount. So that seems to be 34.5, which is what it was yesterday. My arms have taken a long time to shrink, but they're starting to shrink now. My right arm is always bigger than my left because it probably has more muscle on it, because I'm right-handed. This arm is still 31.5. And up here, quite a tricky place to measure. It's the same, 35. So let's see the results. I'm quite happy with that, given I'm still on my last day of Tom. I'm still a bit swollen, and obviously I've got fluids, so my weight didn't really go down on the scales. But check it out. You see the highlighted ones? The highlighted ones are the places that improved. And that's why this is a great thing to do, because they're always different places and it's very satisfying. So my body fat percentage went down to 32%. On day 1 of this protocol, it was 38.9. After the loading, my body fat percentage went up to 39.4. So in 40-something days, I've gone down from 39.4% body fat to 32% body fat. That's more than 7% body fat liberation. My BMI is down to 22, which is very, very healthy, so I'm happy with that. So the one area that went down was my under breast, went down to 82. When I started, it was 88 centimetres. So I've liberated 6 centimetres of fat from my under breast, which was a very flabby back fat area that I had, and it was really embarrassing, and I hated wearing tight tops, and I couldn't wear backless dresses or bikinis, and it was really very noticeable. And I still have it there, but it's way less noticeable. Today I also lost some fat around my hips. They started at 100.5 centimetres. As of today, they're 94.5 centimetres. Very happy with that. Lost from around my right lower leg, I lost half a centimetre. I didn't actually measure that from the beginning, so I can't give you a comparison. I only started measuring that about halfway through, but it's gone down half a centimetre. So very happy with today's measurements, especially since I didn't see a change on the scales. It shows me that it's just purely water retention from my period. What I hope you get from this is not to care about the scales. They are not representative. What is representative is your measurements and how you look in clothes and what you look like to your eye. Hey guys, I put my pajamas on again because I was cold. So now we're in my very messy kitchen. I'm just going to show it how it is because I'm all about being real and I'm not a very tidy person. So if you see a bit of mess, don't panic. So I'm going to show you my little setup I've got for my HCG routine. So here I set up a little HCG area next to my stove. And you can see up here I've got all different herbal teas because it's really important to have lots of different teas, especially if you're like me and you're not a coffee drinker, because it just gives you some different flavours to look forward to. And then up here I've got all my different flavoured stevias. English toffee, chocolate, cinnamon, and sweet and vanilla cream. Down here I have some really lovely herbs that I bought because I thought if all I'm eating is plain food and herbs, I want to buy some nice herbs. So here I have my apple cider vinegar. Once or twice a day I have a big tablespoon of this in a big glass of water and I take my tablets with it. The clinic that I'm at has given me tablets, supplements to take during this. They include vitamins, minerals, fat-burning herbs and stuff, and that has given me a huge amount of confidence that my health and nutrition would be fantastic on this diet. So every morning I fill up a big glass of water, I put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a few drops of plain stevia in it. It takes the edge off the taste and makes it very easy to get down. And I take a whole bunch of these, so let's just do that quickly. One of these, one of these, one of these, 3 of these, and then from my fridge I get 1 probiotic. It's really important to keep having probiotics on this. The other thing I have every day is I still eat digestive enzymes. I've been eating digestive enzymes for years. Every time I have any complex food like a protein or a carbohydrate, it really, really helps your body to digest it and get all the nutrition out of it, especially if you've had health issues in your life. You may not have a full set of digestive enzymes, and I have had a lot of problems with chronic pain, and my cortisol is out of whack, and I don't digest food very well. So on this, because I'm eating fish twice a day, I have digestive enzymes each time. So then I make my apple cider drink, and then I drink it with all my pills. Makes quite a nice tasting drink. It's fine. You can easily get it down, and then you just start taking all your pills. So anyway, I won't show all of them because it takes a while. A couple of other things I have in my little stash is I have some full Vika minerals. Every now and then I put a few drops in a glass of water when I'm drinking my water. Very, very good for you. They prevent hair loss or mineral deficiencies or any of those side effects some people have who don't have enough minerals in their body. I also have some cinnamon sticks here, which occasionally I chew on if I feel like something. Or I have this cinnamon here, which is in little granules. Don't know if you can see them, and you just put them in your mouth and you chew them. Yum, yum, yum. So then I also want to show you my amazing food scale. I highly recommend you have a food scale. It helps you stay under your 500 calories. I weigh every single thing I eat. So hopefully you can see it here. So if I want to eat, for example, an apple, I just put my apple on. It shows me it's 157 grams. And then what I used to do is I used to get my pen here and I'd write down how much it was and I'd add it up with my calculator. Now I just pull out my iPhone and I've got MyFitnessPal on my iPhone. I don't know if you can see it. And I just go to my diary and I just add in breakfast, green apple. And it adds all the calories up for me, and it tells me at the end of the day how many I've had, how much protein, how much fat, how much carbohydrates, and it submits it all for me, and I know I'm under my 500 calories, so that's really easy. I totally recommend if you have an iPhone, get the MyFitnessPal app. It's so much easier than using it on the computer. And so the last thing to show you is my HCG injections. For those of you who are doing drops or pellets, this is not relevant for you, but those of you thinking of doing injections, I want to show you it's really, really easy. It's not painful. It's so easy. Okay, so what we need is one needle, one alcohol swab to clean your tummy, and my precious little vial of HCG. It's so small, it's hard to think something so small could have such a massive impact on your life. But it does. Okay, so what you do is take your alcohol swab, you clean the top of your bottle. Take the top and bottom of the needle, you fill it up to, in my case, 25. I've been told to do to 25. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a 25. Take that out, don't need that anymore. And then all you do, it's really simple, it doesn't hurt at all. You have to have your, I've still got my body chain on. You clean the little area of your tummy. And you just grab that little bit of fat. In my case, it's very easy because I've got lots of fat. You stick it in, it doesn't hurt at all. And then you just slowly, slowly, slowly press it down. And it fills your tummy with HCG. This doesn't even hurt, not even the tiniest bit. Done! So that's my HCG for today. Then you dispose of your needle, you put the lid and everything back together, and you throw it in a special box that they give you, which is for hazardous waste. You put that in there. So guys, that is my morning routine. So I hope you've got something out of it. I hope there was something in there that you didn't already know, or that was inspiring for you, or giving you some new ideas maybe some new places to measure. Please don't follow me as if I'm a guru, or this is just my interpretation of HCG. It's just my personal routine I've put together. It's working really well for me. I've lost almost 30 pounds, and for someone like me whose metabolism has been so damaged by chronic pain and has never been able to lose weight despite eating a supremely healthy raw foods diet for a long time. For me to lose this much weight in this amount of time is mind-blowing, and I know it's to do with the HCG hormone and all the emotional processes and everything that I'm doing. So it's working for me, You need to do what's going to work for you, and you've got to listen to your own body, listen to your own heart, listen to your own intuition, listen to your own gut. And if any of these things resonate with you, then add them in. If they don't, then don't. Alright everybody, I'll see you soon. Bye!